Hey guys, I'm Katie with the All Electric Family, and if you are ready to take your EV road trip to the next level, to up that comfort level, then this is the video for you. We're going to talk about some of our favorite extras that we have gotten for our EVs that we have loved as far as road trips go. So we're going to break them down, so you're going to want to stay tuned. These are products that we love to have around just because they make our EV road trip a little bit more bougie, right? A little bit more comfortable, just a little bit better. So we are going to take a look at these products, and we'll put a link to all of these down in the description below. You can get them on our Amazon store. We also have a link in our Amazon store to all of our EV road trip essentials. So the things that you're going to need to have to make your EV road trip successful. So find all those links down in the description, but let's get into some of these products. So let's start with this guy right here. So this one, especially if you have kids or a dog, you need to have this when you're going on a road trip. And that is a good car vacuum. So this one comes in a nice carrying case, and then you have all of your gear that you need for your vacuum right inside here. So this one's just really small, but it actually is really powerful, and it has all kinds of attachments that you can put on here to help clean up spills, pet hair, that kind of a thing right in your car. It even comes with an extra filter. It's got little brushes. It's got this nice long attachment, so you can put that on there and you can clean down in the hard to reach places. So we let our kids eat snacks in the car, and it's a terrible thing to let them do, but we let them do it anyway. So this is great to have. So when we're on road trips and we stop to charge, we can just pop this out and clean up so that it's not as crazy and messy when we get back on the road again. I love how small and compact it is, so that when it's in the car, it's not taking up a lot of space, and I can stick it in this, which I'll tell you about next. So this is a trunk organizer. And I love this one because it can collapse down flat. So if we're not using it, I can just collapse it down and I don't have to worry about it. It stays out of the way. But it's great when it's up because it's got so much space. So we can put our charging cable in this big pocket on this side. We can put adapters here in this smaller pocket, and this is removable. So if you have like a travel charger, and then maybe you're going to a place where you're going to have a higher level charger and you're bringing your home charger, you can put that in there too. So this side comes out. It just snaps, so you can pull it right. Well, it doesn't come out, I should say, but it folds flat. It folds out of the way. So you can get it out of the way, so you can have two big pockets, or you can separate it out. The other thing that's great is that it has all of these side pockets. So it's got 4 small side pockets on this side, and then on the back it has bigger pockets, so you can put other items. So this is another great way to, like, if you have a whole bunch of adapters that you want to bring with you, or maybe for us when we go camping and we need to have our 30 amp adapter, our EV specific 30 amp adapter, we can put it in some of those side pockets. Then it also has these pockets on the end, and they're really big and deep. So they're great for holding like little heavier duty items. This one just has a strap, but it's still a nice big pocket. No pockets on this side. And if you're like us and you have multiple EVs, it has handles. So we can just pull this out of the trunk of one of the cars and bring it to the next one, and everything can still stay organized and together, ready to go for us when we are on the road. Then it also has these little hooks, so you can hook it into place so it's not sliding around. If you're using it in the front, where maybe it could slide, or the trunk, I should say, where it could slide around, like in the R1S, it could slide. So you can hook this onto the car so that it stays put. They are adjustable so that you can pull those tight and it stays put. I love putting it in the front because it just uses that space really well, and then everything stays organized. And then you can put your items right in there and nothing's sliding around in your trunk or front. So this is another one that we've really loved. When I got it, I was unsure about it, but I have liked having it so that we can put chargers and adapters and everything and have them all in one place, and it's nice and organized. If you have an EV that has one of those big roofs of glass, you should have one of these. And that is a pop-up sunshade for the roof. So this one is for our R1S, and you just pop it open here, if I can get it the right direction here, and then it's going to block the sun. So it pops open, and then it goes on the roof to shade you. So if it's a really hot day, see how it's got the reflectors? So you can even put that up on the roof so that the shade is being reflected, or the sun is being reflected back out. So this will shade it and make the cabin temperature a little bit lower, so you're not having to use that energy for keeping the cabin cool. And it also just makes the cabin a little bit more comfortable. You're not fighting against that sun. You have this protection against it. They have specific sunshades for all of the EVs with like glass roofs, so we'll make sure to put those in the description below, the links for those. And it's nice that it comes in a little carrying case, so once again, you can just put it in your little organizer, and it's there and it's ready to go when you need it. So the sunshade is for the hot weather, and this one is for the cold weather. I like this just because if we want to get out of the car and it's a little bit chillier, we're going to go sit at a picnic bench or something like that, I can use this. I also have used this in the car before. In our older Tesla, that thing does not seal up well, so when it's really super cold out, I like to have this blanket with me so that I can cover up and I can stay warm. The car is a little drafty, but in our R1S, I don't necessarily need it, but this is a blanket that is pretty much like a big sleeping bag. I'm not going to pull it all the way out of the bag here, but it's nice that it has this carrying case. It's this sleeping bag material. It's got snaps. You could even snap it over your shoulders if you wanted to. It's nice and big. It will like I'm 5'3", and it covers all of me if I want it to. And it's also nice and wide. It's got this super handy dandy little carrying case. So this is another thing that I keep in our little organizer so that it's ready to go all the time. I also use it for soccer games and things like that because you can just strap it to your chair. So it's handy that you can grab it. I love that it can get down and compact, and I don't have to roll it up. I can just literally shove it in this bag, and then it's compact and nice and ready to go. Let's take a look at this guy. So this is a game changer because we love to eat while we are charging, and I don't always want to have to eat fast food. So bringing food with us is essential. I love having good, healthy food with us, and this thing has been a game changer. So this is a car refrigerator. So this one is big enough for us to put some lunch essentials in, or things that maybe need to stay cold the entire time that we're gone. So this is a 12 volt, or you can plug it in inside, and it comes with both of those adapters. So you get your cord for the car, and you get a cord for inside to plug it in on the wall. And then you have the little power that goes directly into the front here. So it's the 12 volt or the 24 volt. So when we get to our destination, if we're staying there for a couple days, I can just bring this into our hotel room or whatever it is, plug it in, and everything can stay in here. So think about things like mayonnaise, or maybe lunch meats, or cheeses, yogurts, things like that you need to keep cold. I can put them in here, and this one is a great size because you can keep it up front in the car with you. It's small and compact, so you can have it in the car with you if you want to have drinks right there ready to go. Whatever the case may be, it can fit into this little cooler, and you have it, and it stays cold the entire time that you're gone. This can be a freezer as well. So maybe you're going to a hotel where you have a fridge, but it doesn't have a freezer, and you want to bring breakfast sandwiches, the frozen breakfast sandwiches with you. You can throw those in here, use this as a freezer, and then you can take it in and plug it in the hotel room, and you have a freezer with you. So this has so many uses and has been such a game changer. You've got all your controls right here. It's got a nice little metal chain so that the lid doesn't flop all the way back. We have run it for several days in our house, and it stays a nice controlled temperature. So this thing has been great. The other thing that it does have is a little strap. We haven't used it yet, so I'm keeping it all nice and compact. But if you wanted to strap this and then take it into the hotel room or wherever, you can do that, and you have this little strap to help you carry it. So that is fantastic. And we are loving this Set Power fridge for using it in the car, making lunches for charge stops, and going into hotels and things like that. So this thing is a game changer. I have one more kind of bonus item because it's kind of silly, but it's kind of fabulous. It's not even in its bag right now because my kids are using it in the house, but this is a lounger. So it is a hammock for the ground. So you just fill it up with air and you roll the ends, and then you have a little like hammock to hang out on. And I'm excited for this for the summer because when we go to some of our charge stops and we're hanging out, we're eating lunch, we don't have a ton of time, so I don't want to like set up a whole big thing, but this, you just push the air into it, roll up the ends, and then it's all set up, and then your kids have a place to lounge, or if you're going to read a book or whatever the case may be, you have a little hammock to hang out in wherever you are. And then to deflate it, all you do is just open up the ends and it's this great big gaping hole, and then you can just roll it up and it fits in here. So this is another thing that I can tote around in my little tote bag that it just makes it a little bit nicer if we're going to be sitting at a spot for a while, or if we have our camper with us and it's feeling crowded or it's hot, we can just air this bad boy up and then we can go and hang out outside. So this is going to be a nice little addition this year, I think, and it's on top of it, it's really super cute. So I love it. I'm going to use it a lot for camping, but I thought, oh my gosh, we can use this at charge stops just to make a little bit of a change if we ever want it. So, but there you go. There are a few of our bougie items that we have for our EV road trips to make them just a little bit nicer, a little bit more comfortable. Find everything in the description below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. We are gearing up for our summer. We have a few things in the works. We also have tickets on sale now for the Charged Rally, which if you have not heard of that, that is our rally for people that tow campers with their EV. So if you want to come hang out with us on that weekend, we have a link for that down in the description below as well. We'd love to have you join us, whether you're towing with an EV or not. If you're just curious about it, or even if you just want to come hang out with us, check out the link in the description below because we want to see you guys there. And we'll see you in the next video.